It's day 62 in the Big Brother's Little Brother's studio. The show is just about to go on air. Floor manager Dave is making sure everything is in place and finding time to flirt with his assistant Laura. Squelchy the rigger is limbering up for his big moment. And Dermot is filling in the cracks with a bitter slap before he appears in front of the nation. Oh, and he's just sacked another runner. Welcome to their world.
Welcome to our show! I have to sing today because there's a lot of singing going on. Coming up on the show, pop star Sinead Quinn sings a song about a song she's composed about fellow countryman Ray. It's a wave there, there we go. Wonderful. And we meet
Marcus Bentley.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. The man whose voice fills our screens every single night. We kick off, as you always do, with Little Brothers. Big news. Yes, indeed. OK, 12:22 this morning. Cameron proved why he's such a hit with the ladies when he tried to impress his charms on Steph. Could it be the boys had a bad influence on the Orkney lad?
I could fart right on you.
No, don't.
Do it. Do it.
Get off me, you. Cameron, don't dare fart on me. Cameron.
Ooh, the Christian right will not be happy about that. OK, for the last 3 days, Big Brother has asked the housemates for their opinions on a wide range of subjects, from gay rights to the monarchy, the old classics, as part of the final task. And it seems all this philosophising over the last couple of days has been rubbing off on them. OK, last night at 10:51, precisely, Scott asked his fellow housemates the old classic, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
I think John would be a bear.
You should be a llama.
What would I be?
A meerkat.
A meerkat.
Cameron Bray.
Oh, don't.
A fox.
No, something cumbersome. Like a rhino or something.
I would be a human version of an animated lion.
Think something for me then.
Beaver.
A beaver.
Actually,
Really? A beaver?
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's nice.
No, it should be a chipmunk.
Yeah, she'd love that. And finally, as if the old animal games wasn't enough excitement, at 1 a.m. last night, housemates discovered a new game. Take a look at this.
That's excellent fun.
Oh, good game.
Stephanie did a 180.
I did. Crash. It's like...
Very, very strong. However, Big Brother did not think so and told them to stop on safety ground. But at 8 p.m. today, they were at it again, and Big Brother once again gave them the ticking off. Rebels without a cause, or maybe this is just rebels with a cause, and the cause was to DIY water ski. By the way, at 4:51 today, the housemates were told that they had failed their final task. They had to guess the housemates' opinions on a wide range of subjects. They only got 8 questions right. They needed to get 11 to pass. Big Brother has told us that the housemates will get some kind of consolation prize tonight, a.k.a. cop-out. And that, my friends, was Little Brother's Big News. Okie dokes. There are only 5 people left in the house, but over the last 62 days, we've got to know 14 people in total. They are Anushka, Cameron, Federico, Gaetano, remember him? Goss, John, Justine, Lisa, Nush, Ray, Scott, Sissy, Steph, and of course, finally, Tanya. In a little over 53 hours, it will all be over. With that in mind, today's Cool BBLB quite simply is, who would you remember most from Big Brother 2003 and why? Here's how you get in touch. We are joined now by singer and Big Brother fan Sinead Quinn. We've wanted you on from the start, and you've been on a little board, and then you've been moving around, and I'm like, when's the Quinmeister coming down? And now she's here. Now, as an ex-Fame Academy student, she knows what it means to be at the mercy of the great British public, and she's here to tell us why Ray is her favourite. But first, what have you enjoyed most about this year's Big Brother?
I thought it was very interesting when Cameron got sent over to South Africa. I thought that was quite a good move.
The making
Unexpected.
of the man. The making of the man as well.
Absolutely. How much did he change?
Well, a great deal. He turned into a big old groper, didn't he? OK. Now, how do you think they're feeling at this final stage of the game from your experience?
I'd say they're probably looking forward to getting out of there. I think it's harder for them because they didn't get the break, you know, on a Friday where we got to see our family and stuff.
It was weird as well, because you had, you know, on Fame Academy, it's kind of a day release, isn't there? And when
There
you
is
watch
kind
it,
of a day
to start with, until you got it, to start with, you felt a bit cheated because you're watching it going, well, they're out at a premiere. How does that work? Do you know what
I
mean?
know.
It was
If you were a grade A student, I know the guys this year, though, the live showdown's going to be in the house, so they don't get any breaks.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Okay, you like Steph with the Last Girl Standing. How do you think she's coping?
I think Steph's probably like me. She doesn't need to be surrounded by females. She can get on ground with the boys. So I think
Loving your work. Okay, Ray's your favourite housemate, obviously.
That's right.
You've composed a song about him.
Yeah.
What do you love most about him?
I love his little tantrums and his, you know, the way he just loses the head real quick. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's classically stereotypical Irish. Now, I'm allowed to say that, aren't I? But every
Well, yeah.
time Ray chills, you know, he just explodes, and you're going to go, there you go.
I know,
Not
a
letting
couple
the
of drinks later. and-
Exactly, not letting the side down at all. Let's take a look at one of your favourite Ray moments.
Okay.
Oh no, was that like this?
I don't need it.
Because they could be crawling along the carpet. Should pick up something and throw it.
Yeah.
Go on, Tanya. Tanya,
Go on.
put the light on quickly.
Oh, because I'm scared he's in the corner.
No, just put, you're over there. You're over there now. Get out now.
A great moment, and also a rarity, and it was one of the few moments Ray didn't actually lose it. He was just having a
I
bit
know,
of
he
fun.
was quite chilled out. That was near the start, though, right?
Sure. Okay, how popular
Yeah.
is Ray in Ireland?
Right, you know, the thing with the Irish people, they'll stick together.
Yeah.
You know, and he's from the south, but it doesn't matter, north or south, they'll all stick together.
Are they all going to be
And
voting for him? do
I
you
think so. He'll get a lot of votes in Ireland.
Okay, and who do you think's going
I
to win?
reckon. I think Cameron's going to win. I'd like to see Ray winning because he's been one of the most entertaining.
Okay, now we asked you to do an appeal for Ray, your favourite housemate. You chose to do it by the way you know best. You've written a song about Ray. Now, I've seen this rehearsed, and it's something to just honestly
Well-
marvel at.
Well,
That's
I
all
don't
can
know
say.
about Marvel because it was written quite quick.
No.
You going to harmonise?
I'm going to harmonise with
Okay.
you, sister. Okay. Away
Okay.
we go. Sinead Quinn, everybody.
Okay. It's the last week of the Big Brother series, and I'm voting for Ray 'cause, oh, he drives me crazy. And he's a vandal, he doesn't like toenails, but he makes me laugh with his tantrums and his God-save vodka sales. So won't you vote for Ray, vote for Ray? The only one with charm, he brightens up the Big Brother days. Vote for Ray, vote for Ray. Surviving all the one-hands make him a winner on Friday. Vote for Ray, vote for Ray.
Vote for Ray,
Come on.
vote for Ray.
Vote for Ray, vote for Ray.
Vote for Ray,
vote for Ray, vote for Ray.
Yeah!
There I go.
Is that all right?
You should be doing a duet with me.
Mwah,
down
Thank you
you.
very much. Sinead Quinn, everybody. Okay,
Thank
folks, this week, more from you later on. This week, we're going through each of the 4 finalists in turn. And, oh, you're going that way, are you? Fair enough. I'll come around here. And we're asking for the highlights you want to see. Today, it's the turn of Scott. Now, to talk about Scott, and before we give you the options, we have lovely Nish with us. Hello.
Hello, darling.
How you doing? All right. Okay.
Really good.
The best time you two had together?
Late night chats.
Late
Sitting
night.
out in the
There were
garden.
so many of those. Late night stroke early morning drunken chats.
Yes,
And you suppose
definitely.
I could compliment you and you could compliment me and I'm
think
going to
you're
pass
really
out on your
great.
lap.
That's what it was.
Okay, what do you think Scott's best moment is, personally?
His best moment? Dancing.
It's classic, isn't it?
He's got the moves, he's got the groove.
Now, you obviously find him attractive, but didn't that kind of turn you off when he was just giving it a little bit of that? Or...
No, it's really sexy, you'll see.
Okay. Okay, now, we've made that one for today's 4 choices, so let's take a look at them in turn. Moment 1 is a little montage of, indeed, the best of Scott's sleep talking, which is obviously a classic. Moment 2, day 46 at 8:59 a.m. Scott doing some dodgy dancing to your favourite, of course, S Club 7 Don't Stop Moving. Moment 3 is day 48, 11:34 p.m. Scott on the snog. Scott on the snog in the reward room. That's the one we want to see, kids. Okay, and finally, moment 4, day 53, 9:10. Scott tells the old Ewa-woo-wah joke. Very old joke, but we love it.
Classic.
So, which of Scott's highlights would you like to see again? For the sleep-talking moment, text poll A to 85444. For the old dodgy dancing moment, text poll B to 85444. For the nush snog moment, text poll C to 85444. And for the joke moment, text poll B to 85444. Text cost 25p plus your usual message rate. Okie dokes. After the break, the voice of the Big Brother nightly shows,
Marcus Bentley.
oh, is going to be joining us on the camera run of all places. Plus, we're on the lookout for a lady for Cameron. Yes, indeed, I'd be a lovely lady for Cameron. Nush is going to be judging some of the best. And I warn you, she has very high standards. We'll see you in 2. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. I have to say, this is a lot colder than I thought it was, and I'm now absolutely stuck to it. Coming up, we are going to be talking to Marcus Bentley, who's going to be doing live commentary in the camera. But right now, the national obsession is to... is to do the old Marcus Bentley impressions. My one is absolutely awful. What you wanted to Big Brother house on behind these old barriers. Yours, I hear, reliably, is absolutely brilliant. I didn't know he was Romanian. Take a look at this.
Day 63. I don't say 62.
It's day 62, I must say.
And the 4 finalists have less than 3 days to go.
And the full finalist has 3 days to go.
How do they say Friday?
On Friday night,
One of them will walk away with £70,000 prize.
With a £70,000 prize.
On Friday night.
one of them will walk away with a £70,000 prize.
One of them will walk away with a £70,000 prize. Why, aye, man.
Day 62, 6:14 p.m. All the housemates are sitting on the sofas having a chat. John's been intellectual reading Shakespeare. Ray is rather peculiar, wearing an England shirt. Cameron's having a cuppa. Steph's listening. It's all very quiet. Looks like they haven't started drinking. Ray's biting his nails, having a think. It's all very calm in the Big Brother house.
Hello, Marcus. Come out here, turn your torch on, let's have a bit of a chat.
Can you see me?
Can you see me?
It's very exciting, isn't it?
Can you see me?
You look great.
Can you see? I can see you.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Brilliant. How's it been for you this year, then?
It's been great. I've really enjoyed the way the producers have kept on top of the show and putting Lisa in, sending Cameron to Africa. It's been really good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Keep you on your toes as well.
Well, yeah, I've been all over the place.
Well,
yeah.
what's the sketch with you? When do you find out about stuff? I mean, do they let you know? Do they let you in on anything, or do you, very much like us, do you turn up and stuff just happens?
They tell me now, Dermot. Tell me now. But so I find that really interesting. Just like a punter, I'm a big fan of the show. I like being kept in the dark. Yeah.
Well, just as well. Okay. Which housemate have you enjoyed voicing over the most? I mean, who do you get most value out of?
I've enjoyed Ray's rants. He's a bit like myself, can blow, and but he's quite a gentleman at times and has looked after them. And I've loved Cameron's Bible bashing and things like that.
Shake up. Yeah. We'll go to purgatory for that. Okay, talk us through your average day.
Well, I've just recently moved to Canterbury, so I spent 2.5 hours on the train getting here. I spend 2 minutes doing the voiceover, sit around talking to mates, having a cup of tea, and watch the show, getting laid back to Channel 4, and go home. It takes another 2.5 hours, so basically I've got the life of Riley, really.
Lovely. And lastly, I mean, people obviously recognise your voice, but they can't prove it's you. So when you walk into a shop and people say, "Oh, yeah, you're the guy from Big Brother," what do you do? Well, they're going to recognise you now.
One of the sort of the things that have been happening this year a lot. I've been on the phone to a credit card company or whatever, and they start laughing at me, and they sort of say my name and whatever, and read out a few digits, usually the number 8, and they start laughing. So it's been hell.
Loving the fact you use the example as the old credit card company. Do you want a loan or something?
No, I could do with an advert or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, keep my fingers crossed. I don't imagine you're in that much trouble. Okay, Marcus, thank you very much. Me and Marcus cannot vote this weekend, but you can, and these are the numbers that count. Woo-wee! Bit of a run outside, let me tell you that for nothing. Okay, today's Cool BBLB, quite simply, is your best moment of the year of our Lord 2003 Big Brother. And who are you going to remember in a year's time? I'll definitely remember John and that ridiculously goofy laugh of his. He does have the most infectious laugh in the world, doesn't he? Kevin from Manchester. I think Ray will be the most memorable. He's been great at winding the rest of them up. Steve from Brighton. And I'll definitely not forget Anushka. The only The only really person in the Big Brother house, and yet she was voted out so soon. Jeremy from Hull. Sort that grammar out, Jeremy. OK, day 59 at 2:24. A quaint camera made in the diary room sparked a flurry of activity in the outside world. Let's remind ourselves exactly what he said. I'm going in there.
How many dates are appropriate before you sleep with a new boyfriend or girlfriend?
I could not possibly answer that question. Personally, I do not believe in sex before marriage. Simple as that.
Do you have anything else to say on this subject?
Can't wait till I get married. That's the only thing I have to say on the subject.
But it's not the only thing we have to say on the subject, because yesterday the Daily Star, ran a whole story about Cameron and how women are coming forward in their droves to date the shy Scot. We've been running a campaign to find Cameron a nice lady for weeks now. Vicki Nush, hello there, Nush.
Hello, darling.
She's here to judge some of the latest entries. What kind of girl do you think Cameron's going to go for?
Demure, domestic, can sing, sparkly eyes.
All the D's.
Cook.
Apart from those last two.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything basically.
Okay, cool. Any chance of Steph and Cameron getting it together? You don't think that'd be good for Cameron,
I
do
know
you?
so. No, I just don't think they're into each other that way.
Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look at three of the ladies who have written in and saying they'd like to be a special friend for Cameron. First up is Katie Hawkins. Now, I have a friend called Katie Hawkins. If this is her, Cameron's in for a great time. Let's take a look. Oh, it's not, but she does look lovely. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this Katie Hawkins. She's age 30. She's looking good. She says this photo shows her with two of the three loves of her life, Westy, Maisie, Moo, and chocolate. The missing third is the very lovely Cameron. She dislikes smoking, clearing up dog poo, and rude, arrogant people. She's virtually teetotal. Loved Cameron from the very first show, and a real darling, she says. What do you reckon?
I reckon she was genetically engineered to be his wife.
Yeah, you like her?
Perfect, yeah.
Katie? Okay, brilliant. Well, I mean, that's quite an endorsement there, Nush.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the second one. That's Lisa Parry is the second one. Take a look at this. Now then, what do we reckon about Lisa? She's age 29, been a practicing Christian for 10 years. She wants to marry a Christian man. She's 4'9". How tall's Cameron? Is he quite tall?
A bit shorter than me.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
but most
5'11".
people are a bit shorter.
Yeah,
You're enormous.
Generalisation.
4'9", but describes herself, or her personality is big. Loves the development in his personality since he returned from South Africa. Loves his accent. What do we think? She's quite glam, isn't she?
She is glam. She's more of an evening wife.
So
you know
you
what I
think
mean?
maybe if he can split up his wives
Yeah.
to a morning and an evening wife?
Yeah, this is evening wife, whereas the other one is dinner time wife.
I don't think he's a Mormon, though, is he? I don't think he can take more than one wife in the Baptist church. I'm not entirely sure. Helen next. Let's take a look at her. Okay, she's age 33. There she is, look, in New York. Says this photograph's taken in New York, one of her and Cameron's favourite places. Works as a consultant, so she gets lots of free time, and she has to travel around the UK, so Orkney would not be a problem. She likes Cameron's teeth.
She likes his I used to look at his teeth and think
Do you like them as well? You can't be his wife.
No, I don't want to be his wife. I'm just
Okay.
looking at his teeth. She's nice and fresh-faced.
What do you think?
She's adventure wife.
She's adventure wife?
Yeah.
She's at it again.
Yeah, I would say Katie. Just
You
an
reckon Katie out of all of them?
Yeah, all-rounder, definitely.
Let's take a look at Katie again there. Wonderful. Look
It's
at
like
that.
Kate did
Cakes,
it.
dogs, windows, and like some lead stuff in
Do you
the
know
windows
what else
as
is
well.
in there? There's ivy in there.
Ivy. He loves that,
is
doesn't
his
he?
favourite plant.
Is it?
See the thought that went into
Nice
that.
touch.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Still time to put yourself forward. If you think you'd make a nice lady friend for Cameron, just send us a photograph with details about yourself too. I'd be a nice lady friend for Cameron. PO Box 567, Bournemouth, W6D 12H. On Sunday, we'll be handing over all the details of all the ladies who've written into Cameron. That way, you can check them all out in his own good time. Now, earlier in the show, we gave you the chance to choose which of Scott's highlights you'd like to see again. We can take a look at the results now. 55% said the joke, which you're very happy about. Let's take a look at it right now.
Thank you.
Why is Edward Woodward got 4 D's in his name?
I don't know, I can't think.
Because Ewa Woo would be stupid.
Okay, in a minute, going to be taking your calls and emails, but first, time to give you a roundup of today's news. Okay, first up, Cameron is very much coming out of his shell. Earlier today, he pretended to fart on Steph. She obviously was not particularly amused about that. Next up, last night the housemates played the animal game. They decided Cameron was a rhino, John a bear, Ray a meerkat, Scott a cartoon lion, and Steph a beaver or chipmunk. And finally, the housemates have invented a new game they call water skiing, even though water skiing has already been invented. It involves standing on a laminate, holding onto someone else with a towel and being dragged along the floor. They love it. Big Brother is not impressed. Let's go straight to the phones for today's Call BBLB. Who will you remember from Big Brother 2003 and why? Steph from Barnet. Hello, Steph.
Hello, Dermot.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cracking. Go for it.
Okay, I've got to say that Cameron, pre and post Africa, the change was phenomenal. Now, I'm biased anyway because I married a fishmonger, so whoever he does date has got to be putting up with fish scales getting into all sorts of unusual places. However, he really has got what it takes. He's so tender. Look how he looked after Steph when she was ill a couple of nights ago. He made sure he had water by the bed. He said he was going to sleep in the same room. Nothing phases him. He is just a darling. He is so lovely, and that's what I'm going to remember, because he's got morals as well. He's just not out to shock. He's out to be himself. He doesn't put a front on.
Wow, you're not related to him, are you?
No, but let me tell you a thing or two about fishermen.
Yeah.
They go for it in a big way when they get a good land.
You stay on the line and we'll have a bit of a chat. What do you reckon, Cameron? I think people will remember Cameron in a year or two's time, don't you?
Oh, that whole Orkney off-no thing is definitely a sort of character signature thing for Cameron, isn't it?
He's unique.
Yeah. Sinead, you think it's
Two people roll into one.
Really? Which two people?
Well, yeah, you know, Cameron 1 and Cameron 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Joey on the phone now. Hello, Joey.
Hi there, Dermot. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Go for it.
Good, good. Well, apologies to Nush, but with a shadow of a doubt, it's just got to be John for this series.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons, such as his inventions, like the swimming pool heater, his quirky conversations, like the physics words beginning with P. And, of course, that moment when he went back into the house, he walked through the crowd, the deafening cheers, climbing the steps, turning round and just saluting his people. It was like almost religious.
It was incredible, wasn't it? It was like Caesar or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Joey. OK, got time for one more call, I think. Kathleen from Aberdeen. Hello.
Hi, Dermot.
You all right?
Hi, Nush. Hello.
Oh, how's it going?
You didn't say hello to Marcus. Sorry, go for it.
Ray and his temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I love the part where he threw the books onto the dining room chair without talking. It was excellent.
You do need therapy for Ray's tantrums, don't you? Well, he certainly does. Anyway, thank you very much, Kathleen. That is all we've got time for, I'm afraid. Thanks to Sinead Quinn, Marcus Bentley and Nush. Do not forget to join us tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Pop group Girls Aloud are going to be our guests. Oh, Mummy, I'm scared. Should I be scared?
No, they're fine.
I like lovely. OK. Plus, body language expert Robert Phipps tells us who he really wants to win, or who indeed really wants to win. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.